In this video, I'm going to explain to you the 10 most common reasons that I've seen from my personal experience coaching many ex-athletes over the years as to why they can't lose weight. I have my notes here just so I don't miss any, but essentially it's a list of why they can't lose weight and why they're staying stuck. And hopefully this brings you some value and maybe lights a little bubble in your head as to why you are stuck right now, particularly as an ex-athlete. So the first one is still trying to train like you used to, and you have like this all or nothing mentality around training, where it's like, I do absolutely everything and I train super hard, but if I go to the gym, I can't like not train, or I can't half my workout if I'm sick or something like that. And you have this all or nothing mentality where, okay, I'm going to go to the gym like 4 times a week every single week. But if one week you only made it 3 times that week, then you feel like you've done nothing. And then you allow that nothingness to overpower you, where you feel like you failed, and you literally go into this self-sabotaging cycle, which is a very vicious cycle for many people. I had that same mind frame. It really serves you when you were an athlete, probably a long time ago, but it really is your prison in life after sport. And I've said that in so many other like mindset related videos. Second one is the all or nothing mentality in terms of like, if I can't be elite now, then why bother? If I'm not an athlete now, then why bother? If I'm just a mum now, why not bother? By the way, you're not just a mum. You are the example to the younger generation. You are the loving, nurturing person that you choose to be towards your kids. That is not nothing. But some people think, with reference to, I'm not an athlete anymore, well then now I just won't do anything. And it's like, that's the most silly mindset ever to have, to be honest, because if you think that way, then you're also like literally setting yourself up for failure, not success. Third one is eating like you're still training 4 to 6 hours a day. So you're overeating basically, and you never changed your eating habits when you stopped being so active, whether that was due to a surgery or something like that, or just the end of your career. And you never actually changed your eating habits, and now the 45-year-old you cannot eat a whole pizza every single night and look shredded and fit the next morning. Like usually young athletes particularly, they can eat whatever they want and they're burning so many calories it doesn't matter, but your eating habits never changed. Fourth one, no structure or accountability. So now life is free, you have the freedom of a lot more choice, you also have no structure in terms of like an actual legitimate workout regime. I don't mean going to the gym and training back and biceps. I mean going to the gym, it's back and bicep day, and you know every single little exercise, every single amount of sets, reps, rest, you know exactly what you're doing, you're tracking it, all that kind of stuff. And therefore there's literally no structure within your gym anyway, so you're actually wasting time, you're not gaining muscle, and your body actually isn't changing. And of course, what do you need with structure? You need the accountability, because even you can create the best plan for yourself, maybe. But let's just say you could, and you know everything. What's holding you accountable to it then? And if you don't have that accountability factor, then again, the best plan in the world isn't going to do anything. 5 is an unprocessed identity loss. So I made a video about like losing my identity, which is a legitimate identity crisis. Like I labeled myself as an athlete. It broke me. Okay, I have a video about it that I made a very long time ago that you can check out. But basically you haven't fully accepted who you are. And if I never did that, like I could be down the track 30 years later and still think like that and still be so stuck and confused and overwhelmed and ridden in anxiety and depression, because I was once there. 6 is chronic inflammation or hormonal shifts. So years of pushing very, very hard, overtraining, overworking, and never learning what recovery actually is, and learning how to actually recover, and actually understanding that it's just important that you prioritize your recovery as you do your training, because of that athlete mentality that you still probably carry with you. That leads to a huge imbalance of cortisol, potentially stress on your thyroid gland, low testosterone levels, lots of different things. And so if you don't prioritize recovery and you just train. I've met some people who live and breathe training, particularly like ex-military kind of veteran like people, but they don't prioritize their recovery because they've got that very rigid mindset, but it's actually not serving them. Your muscle can't grow if your cortisol levels are through the roof and your testosterone levels are low and you don't sleep properly. 7 is injuries or just, joint pain. These are incredibly common. Trying to think of the list of injuries I've heard is just ridiculous. Joint pain as well. So if you don't know how to rehabilitate from an injury properly, if you still have niggles and pains, understand that they're legitimate like roadblocks, still stopping you and blocking you from achieving your optimum level of success. And if you push through injury or pain, that injury or pain is just going to get worse. I learned that the hard way, okay? It's why I've had 11 ankle surgeries now at the time of filming this video. Yeah, I had 2 about 9 months ago now. 2 more. And it's why I've had 11 ankle surgeries over like more than 5 years. It's why I still can't walk 10,000 steps a day. I have my own limitations because of that, so don't do that. Of course, I'm not doing that now, but yes, I pushed through a lot of pain for over a decade as an athlete that I shouldn't have. Joint pain as well, of course. So you need to learn to avoid the movements that are causing you pain and just understand that you're setting yourself up for failure rather than success if you are doing that. Number 8, high stress, low sleep, poor recovery. So if you are really stressed and you have poor sleep, let's just say you have a very high stress job or you just have a lot going on in your life at the moment and you don't sleep well, like maybe you sleep, but is your sleep quality good? Are you getting good sleep cycles? If that is your situation, like no matter how hard you train, no matter how perfect your nutrition is, your body just won't respond. We adapt actually, like grow muscle tissue and all those kinds of things and regulate our hormones when we sleep. So I need to make a video on sleep. I do have it within my course of my program for my one-to-one clients, but yes. 9, no longer being the fit one kills your confidence. So you might feel so low in confidence that now you let that overpower you. Like you're just so unconfident that you're like, how can I go to the gym? Or how can I go train by myself? Or how can I have the confidence to jump into a program or work with me, for example, and know that I'm actually going to follow through with everything? And the shame around how far you've fallen back can actually hold you back further, right? Like you're avoiding the mirrors, for example, and therefore you don't actually really realize how overweight you are or how out of shape you are, or you avoid pictures or you avoid gyms and you don't actually allow yourself to look in the mirror because you feel that shameful. And sometimes we need to realize and sit with where we are so we actually change something. The 10th one is waiting for motivation instead of building habits. Motivation ain't gonna come. I don't motivate my clients. You know why? Motivation comes and goes. I can't motivate a depressed person. Neither could you. And if you're depressed right now, you probably can't motivate yourself either. So it's just like, it's not going to work. Motivation comes and goes. Do not rely on it. Don't even use me as a form of motivation or my Instagram page or my YouTube page as a form of motivation. My goal is not to motivate any of you. Build habits instead. Habits that are so ingrained that you don't even need to think to do them. Going to the gym, I don't even think about it. I just do it. When I wake up and brush my teeth in the morning, I don't think about it. I just do it, okay? That will keep you going. And once you get the results from the habits that you've actually built, the spark will start to come back because you actually see changes or feel changes or both, right? So habits build momentum towards where you want to be. So even like, just start with a small habit that you're going to perform every single day, like drinking enough water every single day. One thing, just one, that you know builds momentum to where you want to be. Or a step count, that's a daily step count, or a weekly average if you work a lot some days and are on your feet a lot, and then other days you're not on your feet a lot, like just an average weekly step count. and you can do more steps on the days that you don't work so much or you have a little bit more time. Just one thing, like meal prep, one healthy lunch or something. Just do one thing that you're going to sit down with yourself, look yourself in the mirror and be like, this is a habit now. I do this every single day now. Okay, just something. And if you are interested in our program specifically, the Ex-Athlete Weight Loss Method, the first 60 days are actually about habit stacking. So I'll link that video at the end of this video, which is a full program breakdown, which walks you through all of the phases, the step-by-steps, every little thing. And you'll be able to see how and why the first 60 days are about habit stacking. Because it's not just about your short-term success, it's about your long-term success, which means you need habits so that you can stay fit and healthy for decades to come, not just for like the 6 or 12 months that you choose to potentially work with me, right? But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you found this valuable. If you do want to check out the full program breakdown video, I'll link it at the end of this video so you can go watch it now. And yeah, if you want to book a call, link is in description. Only do it, of course, though, if you are serious. I also just launched my free community for ex-athletes who are struggling with weight loss, muscle mass gain, hormones, you name it. We've got live calls, multiple free resources, and this is completely free, and you will get one-to-one access with me to ask any questions you have, anything you're struggling with, share your wins, etc. So go check it out in the link below. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.